If you're a developer, you know the terminal is basically your second home. It's where the real work gets done. But what if it could do more than just follow orders? Well, today we're diving into a tool that tries to answer that question. Claude Code. Think of it as your new conversational coding partner. So let's just start with that big what if. For all of you who live and breathe in the command line, what if it wasn't just a one-way street? What if you could just tell it your ideas and it could actually, build them for you? And that's pretty much the core promise of Claude Code. Now, the official description calls it an agentic command line tool. And that word agentic is everything. It's the key difference. It means this isn't just another tool suggesting lines of code. We're talking about an AI that can actually take action on its own right inside your terminal. And that really represents a whole new way to think about coding, right? It's less about you having to manually hammer out every single line of code and more about you stepping into the role of an architect, directing a really capable assistant. Yeah, let's be super clear on this. This is not just another fancy autocomplete. The whole goal here is to go way beyond simple suggestions. It's about collapsing the time and the friction between that idea you have in your head and actual working code in your project. But look, there are a ton of AI coding tools out there right now, so what makes this one so different? The best way to think about it is the distinction between a tool that you use and a teammate that you actually collaborate with. You know the traditional workflow, right? You've got your editor open, and then you've got a separate chat window on the side. You're constantly copying, pasting, and just switching your mental context back and forth. It's exhausting. Claude Code's whole reason for being is to get rid of that. It lives right there in your terminal. It works on your files directly. It just slots right into your workflow. The big win? No more context switching. This whole thing is built on a few really smart principles. First, it's terminal native, so it feels natural right away. It can also take real action, editing files, running tests, even making commits for you. But my favorite part is that it follows the Unix philosophy. That means you can chain it together with other commands you already use. It becomes a building block in your toolkit, not some isolated app. And of course, it's built with enterprise-grade security in mind. And getting started? It's almost laughably simple. If you've got Node.js, it is literally one line in your terminal. That's it. No complicated setup, no long installs. You can be up and running in like a minute. Okay, so the theory is cool, but what does this actually look like day to day? Let's walk through a super common scenario, building a brand new feature all the way from the initial idea to a pull request. The whole process feels like a conversation. You just start by describing what you want to build in plain English. Now, Claude's first move isn't to just start spitting out code, and this is so important. It's to give you a plan, a step-by-step breakdown. Once you look at that and say, yep, looks good, then it gets to work, implements the code, and then it's back to you to test it out and guide any little tweaks. And here is the most important part, the critical safety net. Claude Code will never, ever touch a single one of your files without asking for your permission first. Every single change has to be approved by you. You are always 100% in the driver's seat. So, understanding the workflow is one thing, but really mastering the interaction, that's where you unlock the magic. It's a conversation, and just like any good conversation, there are a few things you can do to make it go smoothly. The number one most important tip I can give you is this. Always start by asking for a plan. Seriously, making sure you're both aligned on the what and the how before a single line of code gets written will save you so much time and avoid going down a rabbit hole. Next up, you've heard this a million times. Garbage in, garbage out. It's true here too. The clearer and more explicit you are with your instructions, the better the result is going to be. Don't be vague. Tell it about edge cases. Give it constraints. Spell out what success looks like. And remember, Claude doesn't have the last 2 years of your project's history in its memory. It doesn't know about that weird legacy module or why you made a certain architectural choice. You have to give it that context. Point it to the right files. Explain a little of the background. That's how it makes smart decisions. And finally, just treat every set of changes like you would a pull request from a new junior developer on your team. It's still your code base, your responsibility. Review the code, run the tests, and make sure it meets your standards before you hit that approve button. Okay, so once you've gotten comfortable with single tasks, you can start to think much bigger. This is where Claude Code goes from being just a helpful assistant to being a powerful automation engine for your entire workflow. And this is where that Unix philosophy really shines. You can literally pipe the output of other commands directly into Claude. I mean, just look at this example. You can tail a log file in real time and just ask Claude to watch it and let you know if it sees anything weird. All of a sudden, it's not just generating code, it's an intelligent process running in your pipeline. And you can take this so much further. Think about it. Automating annoying tasks in your CI/CD pipeline, like fixing linting errors or handling simple merge conflicts, you could script it to automatically update your documentation or even integrate with other tools like Slack or Figma. It really can become a central hub for automation. When you kind of zoom out and take it all in, you realize this is more than just another tool. It really feels like a fundamental shift in the human-computer interface, specifically for us developers. The way we interact with our machines to build software is evolving from just giving commands to having a conversation. For decades, the terminal has been the bedrock of how we build things, and it has always spoken the language of commands. But now it's starting to speak English. It's ready to listen to your ideas. So the only real question left is, what are you going to build first?